Welcome back to the channel, and this is going to be a Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker spoiler review. If you have not subscribed, make sure you do, to embark on this journey of film punditry. So, as I was saying in the actual movie review, that I had discrepancies with the film. And what we're going to do, we're just going to cherry pick all of my discrepancies with the film. Number one is Finn. Now, there's something that so when J.J. Abrams had first initially started this new, let's say, franchise, the new trilogy in a sense, was that he wanted Finn to be force sensitive, meaning that he could be capable of using the force in some light. And that's very apparent because just after, in the third act, there's an altercation, obviously in The Force Awakens, where Finn intervenes and picks up the lightsaber. So there was a little continuity, a little hidden subtext exposition, what could happen for the foreseeable future. Now, obviously, by the time we got to The Last Jedi, Rian Johnson took that trademark, that trait, and just threw it over his shoulder, which then left Finn's character and essentially John Boyega left in a rut. And you can see that JJ wanted to go there with this him having this force intuition. We could see he wanted to go there. It's really evident, right? But the way that it's directed and executed, it looks whimsical. It looks really stupid. For example, just after they go to the desert Glastonbury on one of the planets, and they're getting chased by the stormtroopers on their hover bikes. They fall down into the sink, and just before as he's lowering down, he says, "No, wait, I want to tell you something." And the way that it's being portrayed, it's like as if he wants to say that Finn has feelings towards Rey, but unlike the way it's directed, the way it's written, and the way it's been portrayed, interpreted by John Boyega, it's like as if he has feelings towards her. But then I think to myself in the back of the head, when has there ever really been this somewhat maybe blossoming relationship between these two characters? I've never seen it, right? And I believe that within John Boyega's head as an actor, his intuition, the way that he interpreted it, was that he liked Rey's character, 100%. And then you obviously have J.J. Abrams, who's it's force sensitive. Now, what I don't understand is, and like I've said, I found Finn really annoying in the film. Like, I don't understand why he's hooping and hollering every time he shoots something or achieves something. It just looks like a childish mentality. You know, I know it's a 12A, but it got to a point where I was like, come on, man. I've done the movie side. It's just too much of it. It's too much. And a lot of people have been backing Finn. Now, I'm going to be the devil's advocate and be against that, because can somebody please tell me why? Can somebody please tell me why? Why on God's green earth, whilst Rey and Kylo are fighting on that fleet, that wreckage fleet with the waves and everything like that, it was a good fight scene. But why would I don't get the decisions of the film as well. Why would he run in and go? Why would he sprint in there and go, "Rey, I'm force sensitive"? Well, why the fuck is he intervening? Why does he even believe that he can intervene in the first place? It comes out of pure stupidity. It's not when you try to make a character likable from a decision, but then it isn't thought out with the character being three-dimensional. It looks like pure stupidity. I couldn't understand that one bit, why he would intervene like that, because we know in The Force Awakens, my man got his ass handed to him on a plate. Why? Dude, the decisions were like, and even if, I mean, look, and even if he wanted to tell Ray that he's Force sensitive, well, how is that gonna transpire? How does that transcend? I mean, what you're gonna go up to Ray and go, oh Ray, I've got something to tell you. I'm Force sensitive. Well, how's Ray meant to respond to that? What, shake his hand and give him a pat on the back, like, oh, that's really good, yeah. Oh, but guess what? You're still in the friend zone. Like, what are we doing here? Come on, man. And funny enough, if you wanted to play it that he's got feelings for Ray, you could have add some humor, some conflict, and some other trademarks or some writing ability in there. Like, you could have even twist the narrative and the ball is now Ray in Ray's court, and it's a thing of, oh, what did you want to tell me? And Finn's like, I know, it's just like I just said something. Like, do you know what I mean? Make it funny. Do something. That whole thing of him having this feeling in the film is probably one of the most ridiculous things I've seen within Star Wars, point blank, right? Now that that's been swept, let's now talk about Leia. Now, this is a very sensitive subject now, and I mean the utmost respect to her. Without that woman, I wouldn't be doing a spoiler review. I wouldn't even be talking, about Star Wars in general. That she brought Star Wars to where it is today. Now, rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. Now, the problem is that what is this power setting with Leia? We have to ask ourselves the question. Come on, let's not be around the bush here, And I've seen a lot of people go, oh, well, they had a lot to deal with. Okay, I understand that, no doubtly. There must have been a lot of logistics, a lot of hard work. But so we're now at a point where Leia can teach Rey the Force, get her hovering above the ground with rocks flying around her, and have enough power to essentially just extinguish herself from the reality and kill herself like that and just disperse into atoms. How? I don't remember Leia being that strong ever in the original Star Wars films. I don't remember. I really don't remember. And if I'm talking out my arsehole here, you can jump down into the comment section and tell me otherwise. If I'm talking out my arsehole, please bring me back to reality. But I'm just seeing what everyone else is seeing, and I'm just like, what are they doing? I can't. I'm just like, I understand the relationship between Rey and I understand the relationship between Leia as well, because they're both essentially filling the void between each other. Leia feels flawed because she can never really have that relationship with Ben, right? And we know that Rey can't really have. She feels flawed and she feels mistreated because she doesn't know who her parents is. That's why that bond is so strong. I get it, yeah. But the hidden subtext exposition, the breadcrumbs to get to that moment, there is nothing there. There was nothing really before that made us think there's a possibility that something could be going on. And it had to be pointed out. Another thing, And what else should we touch upon? Got nothing really bad to say about Poe. I really don't have anything bad to say about him. Like I said in my actual review, I liked him. I think they've got a lot of things right with him. Now, the night. Okay, all right. Okay, now this is. Okay, we got two more things to touch upon now, right? We're getting there. Slowly, catch a monkey, right? Let's now talk about the Knights of Ren. They were so useless. I really couldn't believe it. And when it got to the end fight scene, okay, and Kylo is just handing their ass to them on a plate. My friend turned, when the film was done and dusted, now we two of us were against him, right? This film's created a mass amount of debates. I just turned to my friend and I said, like, they were so underused, man. Honestly, they were so underused, it was unreal. And he's like, oh, well, you know, because he teaches them, yeah, he's going to know their every move. But where's the fun in that? Come on, man. Where's the fun in that? To my friend, where is the fun in that? Come on, man. Where's the fun in that? If they know each other's moves and if they train with each other, it's going to be just a case of who can outdo the other one, right? And obviously, amongst the Knights of Ren, you obviously make one that's the strongest, one that is the most cleverest, one's that utility guy, one's brute strength, do you see what I'm saying? You create contrast within that group of the Knights of Ren. And if you'd done that, you could have directed something really, really wholesome. You know, and if they had bothered, they could have directed better fight scenes and choreographed fight scenes than Last Jedi. And in a funny way, look, we can give as much shit as we want, okay? We can give as much shit as we want to Rian Johnson. But at least he gave us some... He gave the Red Room sequence, that fight. Okay, there was a few bloopers of people miscalculating. But, I mean, that's sad that I'm saying that, because even that fight scene was not really perfect based on second and third viewing, because there was a lot of bloopers, people not hitting their cue when to throw a punch, not throw it. Yet that, the Snoke's little entourage of goons was better than the Knights of Ren. How does that make sense? How do you manage to pull that off? And the night and Snoke's Mandem, yeah, they're not even hitting. All of those choreographers and stunt team didn't even learn the sequence properly. Yet that's better than what we got in the Rise of Skywalker. It's mad. It's crazy. Okay, the last one is Palpatine. Now, I understand the motives. I get it. Well done, The Rise of Skywalker. You got that right, okay? You got that right. So you got one brownie point there, right? You then had somewhat of an attempt to make him, I'd say, not three-dimensional, but to give him that essence of like an anti-hero, to kind of, you know, you scratch my back, I scratch yours, with the whole deal between him and Kylo. That worked, right? Now, what is mind-boggling to me, how can we bring back a character so well known in pop culture and within the Star Wars mythos, the folklore amongst the fans, the fan service, everything, and we're not going to even bother deciding to give the audience a first-person narrative as to how he's got to where he is now being synced up on the machine, and like, who the fuck found him? We don't know. Like, this is the thing. Like, who the fuck found him? He's just there. He's just like there. Like, it's just like convenient for the plot, for the narrative of the story. Come on, guys, man. even if you love, come on, even if you really adore the film, and listen, you have every opinion, you have every right to enjoy the film. If you enjoy the film, you enjoyed the film. I can't take that away from you. But at the same time, we can't disregard these problems. It's like, if you kiss the film's arse too much, right? Oh, it's great. Could you, again, your opinion is your opinion, but could you then really say you're a true fan if you're just kissing the film's arse? Which I've seen a few people do. When I know their tone and the way they're talking about the film is that they don't really like it, but they're trying to hold on to some resonance, you know? You know, look, man, you got to take the good with the bad. You got to give. Look, man, they're like that. They should have gave us some kind of iota as to who found him. I mean, it's funny because we get one mid-range camera shot of Snoke, like of a body double in like a tube or something, and that's it. And you know what makes it even more funny? Yeah. Is the fact that we don't even get the first person narrative, but they don't even decide to give you a third person narrative, not even like a campfire story. Oh, well, you know, when they found me, I was pieces. We didn't even get that. I'm sitting there like, my man is just talking, he's just talking to Kylo like as if he's known him for about 5 years or something. I'm like, yo, where is the continuity here? You know? Bros, well, look, that is, look. Moments, the acting is good, right? It is good. One more thing that gyrated me, man. Like, when Kylo died, right? How is it that, so he uses the ability and that is enough for him to disappear. Yet, I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know. Like, how so he uses his ability and he disappears, and it's like, come on, man. Come on. But anyway, guys, that's enough of me ranting. Based on this spoiler review, the more and more I think about the decisions and the character arcs and it's like my rating's gone from like a 7 to like a 6.5. The more I think about it, I think to myself, this is not, it's an okay film with good moments, like, but this is not what Star Wars should be. It should aspire to more, you know? And that's the way that I feel about it. Okay, I'm glad I got all of that off my chest. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.